Hi, I want to encourage you. Okay, so since we're about to go into a new year, 2024, and God is about to do these things in our life, and so many things are about to happen, so many good things in a positive way. I want to start focusing on love yourself. I'm going to be starting something on my Patreon page starting next week, and it's about loving yourself, because that is so important. Is you have to love yourself. The Bible definitely says to love your enemies, but how can you love someone if you don't have anything to give? I call it a cactus. I call it the signs of cactus. You know, like a cactus is dry and all these things. So when people go through things, they have to learn to forgive themselves. They have to learn to love themselves, and loving yourself is taking care of yourself, nutrition, you know, who's the company you keep. These things are important. And so, and then a lot of other things, you know, far as you want to know your purpose, you want to know your gifts. You don't want to waste time on, you know, here on the earth doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. Who are you going to marry? You know, also for the married people, how to treat your spouse. You know, a lot of things is the man and the woman are totally different. But I'm telling you, if you do it the way God says, it works out perfectly. And so I want to go deeper into these things starting on Patreon. And so it's all about loving yourself. And when you love yourself, oh my goodness, a lot of things, I'm telling you, a lot of good things begin to happen when you love yourself. And then you can love others. You can forgive yourself. You can, you know what I'm saying? You don't dread on the past. You don't look back. I'm going to tell you something. For me, people ask, do I have any regrets? No, because every lesson, whether it was good or bad, it has taught me. It's been my classroom. So every lesson in my life has taught me something. It has taught me what I don't want to do or what I do want to do. But at the same time, it made me of who I am. And so there is no regrets. But this is what a thing of loving yourself is going to help you, is to learn to deal with those things that you thought were regrets, because you can't keep looking back at regrets. So I'm going to be starting that on Patreon. And oh, and if you want to go to Patreon now, you can. I have one of my tiers, or ties, I call them tiers, is actually free. Subscribe. So you can subscribe to it for free. I think it's for so many days, but head over there to Patreon. But again, next week I'm going to start something on there, and it's called Love Yourself. And it's actually going to be in the one that is your pain is leading to your greatness. So it's going to be still on that same tier, but it's just going to be a different subject. So yes, you've got to love yourself. We're going into 2024, and we're getting rid of all that situations about not loving yourself and feeling guilty and all this stuff and shameful and all these things. We don't want that anymore. So, and looking back at the past, you know, and different things and the losses and the, you know, different things like that. So again, I want to invite you to head over to Patreon. And if you don't head over to Patreon this week, make sure you head over to Patreon next week, because we are going to be doing it big going into 2024. And in a good way. And so I want to say, God bless you, and stay encouraged, and know that God is still doing some things behind the scene. God never sleeps. God never gives up on you. God never, I say it again, God never will give up on you. And so don't you give up on yourself. And so loving yourself is vital. Have a blessed day and a beautiful day, and God bless you. Be blessed.